So let's talk about the Wu Tang doc.
Man, that's what I'm most excited about, man, because I heard about this like 3 weeks ago, and I meant to talk about it on the last episode that we did, episode 64, but it slipped my mind. So Wu Tang, they're doing a documentary about the whole group on Showtime. So it's gonna be on a premium channel. So if you ain't got Showtime, you may not be able to see it. But
you might need to rob somebody who does.
Right. You know what I mean? Find somebody. So it's supposed to, they won't give an exact date, just that it's coming out in the spring. So somewhere between March and April, probably. You know what I mean? So look for that. It's called Of Mics and Men. So it's got an interesting title. I posted about it on our Facebook channel. So definitely check out the trailer. They got the trailer on there, and it's promising. If you are a real hip hop fan, you're gonna want to watch that. So
yeah,
because they're gonna have old dirty footage and all of that. You know what I mean?
Oh, speaking of which, shout out to my man Vader Boris. He met old dirty, the young dirty bastard, dirty bastard's son.
Word. Yeah,
they took a photo with him and stuff in Jersey. I think they was in Jersey. Anyway, they was up top. But anyway, I want to shout them out. And man, good looking. Yeah, he was like, yo, man, that's right there. Like he tagged me in it. So
that's what's
shout
up,
out,
man. That's what's up, man. Yeah, and he looks a lot like his father too, man. And what's the name? You know whose son looks just like them? Big Pun. Have you seen his son?
Yeah.
Man, yo.
His son nice. He's talking Chris Rivers, right?
Chris Rivers, yeah.
Yeah, he nice.
He nasty, B. He nasty. And so, I hope much success to him when it comes to that, because I know he's trying to find his way into the game too.
I'm loving the kids of hip hop, man. If I could call them that, like the Freddie Fox daughter, she was rapping, sound just like her.
For real,
yeah,
her.
Man. It is like she sounds like the flow and stuff. Word. It was like a female version of Freddie Fox.
Dope right there.
It was dope. And then you got Puffy's son. It sounded like a marriage between Puffy and Mace. They had like a love child to spit him out. But I mean, he cool.
Exactly.
And they got does Ice Cube's son rap?
He does, but he don't really take it serious. He just kind of does it as a hobby every now and then. Yeah. He's more so trying to get into acting, I believe.
Yeah.
So,
which is smart.
Yeah.
Which is smart.
He'll make more money that way, but still, he's got the talent, but he's not really into hip hop like that.
Nah.
I wonder if Biggie's son gonna do anything, because he can rap a little bit too. He was doing it for a minute, but haven't really heard anything. Puffy's son, doing his thing.
See, that'd be good to see him, Puffy's son and Chris Rivers all get together.
Man,
right? That would be great. And call that shit the new generation or some shit.
And you know who kid can rap? Eminem's daughter, Haley.
Yeah, actually, yeah.
She got bars.
Yeah, she got nice.
Bars. I was like, yo, I didn't even know, man. It's like weird.
That's what I'm saying, man. See, what y'all should do, Ice Cube, Eminem, Puffy, Biggie ain't here, rest in peace. So Biggie's son and Pun ain't here, rest in peace. And y'all need to get together. I need to produce an album. And then y'all need to put your kids out there. And y'all need to call this album Kids of Rap.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
We just gave you something. We gave you a motherfucking multi-million-dollar.
Exactly.
People get that shit about.
Yo, I'm telling you.
We just gave you something.
Just gave you something. You could really make a come up off of that, man.
We just.
It's like resurrection.
Oh yeah, get Freddie Fox kid too. So all the kids of rap.
Definitely.
Kids of rap.
Mm-hmm. I would say Master P's kid, but I don't know. He ain't really doing that. He was acting. Romeo.
Well, I'm about to say he's old now.
Yeah,
I mean not old, but you know what I'm saying. He's not a kid.
Yeah, he's not a kid.
Like these guys are still kind of. I mean, not that they're kids neither. I think they're young adults, but they're still kind of like. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They're still like kids, like.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just because you 18 don't mean automatically like, oh yeah, I'm an adult. I mean, you are legally, but it's like you still on some kid shit.
You're an adult just by number. Like,
yeah.
Not mentally. You may not be there mentally because I ain't gonna lie, I didn't really feel like a full-fledged adult until I was 30. Or, you know, I still felt like I was real just childish, immature until I was like really, once 30 hit, I was like, okay, I actually feel like an adult now. You know, had a few whiskers and all of that growing in.
Shoot.
It was like, okay.
I'm still childish. That's the sad thing. That's the sad thing. Yeah. I mean, but now I will say this now. I think especially once you get 30, and definitely when you get a certain age, like when you get over, like I would say like I'm 35 now. I really do think you start to think a little bit differently about.
Definitely.
Which brings me to my next topic. Killer's Mike's trigger warning.
Yeah.
Y'all need to see that. If you haven't seen it, you need to see it. Mm. And what I was saying, or the reason why I was talking about that is like, to me, me watching that, it has really made me like, wow, you know what? We can do something.
Yeah. And
I really see this trend. Of basically like I think younger people, after watching this and seeing what like Jay-Z, Meek Mills is doing, I think I see us actually coming together or actually owning some business and stuff and getting economics in order. Because I mean, that's the one thing that I was, concerned about, like with the whole, when he tried to live black that whole day, and how hard it was as far as like you can't really buy from, everything, they don't have an economic.
Because I mean, he's from like the blackest of the blackest neighborhoods, and it's like we still don't got no businesses there though. It's like, in the most blackest areas of the country, it's still, we don't own nothing there. You know what I mean? Every now and then we might have a little corner store, but next thing you know, it's out of business or something like that. Yeah, barbershop. But he had the hardest time trying to find fully black owned, not just somebody else owned it, but the black people work there. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Fully owned, and it was just the hardest thing, man.
And then black and getting food,
man,
the black people own the restaurant, but they didn't get their food from themselves.
Right, black
farm. And also he went on Sway. Yeah, Killer Mike went on Sway. He went on Joe Rogan. I watched a little bit of that, and the Breakfast Club. And he was talking about how, like, the reason why the, Arabs and all these people, they got all these, all these gas stations and stuff. It's not because, they come in here. It's just that the black, they go to, like, the black, credit unions and stuff.
Yeah.
And they're able to give them, the money up front to take a risk on that to make their stuff. So if we take a page out of their book, I'm not saying go out here by every gas station, but if we take a page out of their book and do something, maybe we can have a little bit of economics.
Yeah, I agree, man. It makes you think. It's a good show. I haven't finished watching it. I got to the episode called White Gang Privilege. With when he was talking to the Bloods, was it the Bloods or the Crips?
Yeah, he talked to the Crips first.
Crips, yeah. And, he brought up some good points because he was like, the Hells Angels, that's a legal, like, white gang. But they capitalize. They got a lot of merchandise and all kinds of stuff where they make money and they're an actual gang. But, like the Bloods and the Crips ain't really doing nothing to make money. So he was trying to introduce ideas to them. I didn't get to finish watching that episode. I got halfway through it. But
they got Cripple Cola and Blood Pop.
Okay.
I don't mean to spoil it.
No, you good. But they had just introduced the Cripple Cola right when I stopped watching. Yeah. So yeah.
And we're gonna get some for the podcast. We're gonna that's gonna. I vow. Matter of fact, I got paid today. Don't look for me for no motherfucking money though. But I'm gonna look up and see if we could go and we could go and purchase some, because I mean definitely to support because they're really and they really showed one thing I liked about that episode. They really showed how the Bloods and Crips, even though they were different, there was a difference between them. They set up side by side at a farmer's market, and they both sold their soda, and it wasn't no beef. It was just, hey, try us right here. You know, try us right there, and people bought. So
that's what's up, man. That's how it should be. Because I mean,
shout out to the Crips of Blood. Let's clap it up, man.
Shout out to Killer Mike just for putting them together. Because I mean, it's not that easy, and you know, a lot of what they go through, you know, in the media, it makes them look like it's all bad.
Yeah, and believe it or not, I mean, you kind of need criminal organizations. I mean, the Hells Angels kind of prove that. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know what I'm saying? Because they look after their own. You know, the Crips and Bloods, they look after their own family and things like that. Mm-hmm. That's just what that is. Yeah. I mean, I'm not saying I'm gonna go out here and join no gang and nothing like that. I ain't gonna be, you know, cribbing and wooing and all that. Nah, I ain't about to. Nah. I ain't doing all that. But I do respect them, and you know, and make sure that, hey, you know, sometimes get their perspective. Don't just, you know, fully judge. Even if it were Hells Angels, don't fully just judge them. Yeah. Try to get their perspective and stuff, and try to see where they're coming from and why they do what they do, and why they, you know, go into this, you know, why they go into this lifestyle, why they pledge what they pledge. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Go check them out and see what they do. Yeah,
so you know, I think ignorance is one of the worst things you can have in this country, man, because knowledge really is power. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I mean, it's not saying that they're all good, but, you know, at least get to know the whole story before you make judgment calls. You know what I mean? So, you know, we're gonna get there, you know what I mean? Because we're going to keep pushing this envelope, pushing this agenda. Yep. And, and a real quick shout out, Reggie Reg, I see you, man. And Dominic, we see you, man. Thank y'all for joining. We appreciate y'all and all the other ones watching us. And before we go too far, I meant to give some R.I.P. shout outs too. Right?
Oh, yeah.
We have lost a few people, a couple of people. We lost R&B legend James Ingram. I think it was on January 29th, so about a week or so ago. Somewhere around there, and he was a real big name back in the 80s. So definitely, you know, rest in peace to him. And then we also lost soap opera star Kristoff St John. He was really big. He had been on that show for somewhere around 25, 30 years. I think it was Young and the Restless. And so he just passed away as well. So let's give him a quick moment of silence, you know, just for their respect. All right. Thank you so much for that. We appreciate y'all. But yeah, so back to the lecture at hand.
But yeah, going back to the, you know, revisit the Killer Mike thing, and then we're gonna jump into something else. But like I was saying, like it's gonna be a paradigm shift. I kind of talked to my girlfriend about that last night. Okay. She's like, "Oh my God, I'm so sick of you talking about." But at the same time, it's like it's imperative though, because like this is what needs to be done. Just like what you were saying, you know, ignorance is a horrible thing. I mean, and you know, white people, I'm talking to y'all. What y'all been taught in school and what y'all been, you know, taught, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it cripples us, but it more so cripples y'all because y'all don't really get to see how other people interact. If you just put yourselves in like a little bubble and don't see how other cultures and stuff interact, you know what I'm saying? You're not going to really know about how people work and why people do their things they do. You know, you judge a man for stealing or judge a man for like, you know, rioting and looting. And they're like, oh, well, he shouldn't have done that. You should be, you know, you're breaking the law. But you don't understand the fact of like why he's doing that and what, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not saying that everybody's out here like goody two shoes neither. Right. But, you know what I'm saying? Just keep, you know, try to have like a broader perspective on folks and give people a chance. That's what I always say.
Open your mind, you know, because like you said, you know, it is kind of worse on white people because we as black people, because we're always kind of under the thumb, we're looking to know the full truth. But a lot of people who are on the white side of the page, they just take it as whatever it is. This is what I was taught, so that's just what it is. that don't always mean that's what it is.
No.
You got to go behind and use your third eye. You know what I mean? Get that. Isn't that what they do with the third eye?
The mind's eye.
So use your mind's eye. Go and do your own research, man, because nobody's gonna come back and say, hey, here's how it really happened when Christopher Columbus came here. Here's how, you know, we really got, you know, Manhattan away from the Indians and all of that. You know, it's not. They're not gonna really tell you that. You know what I mean? You got to go behind and do your own research. Or else we'll never know, you know, that all them Indians were slaughtered and, you know.
And then, you know what I'm saying, if you don't learn from your history, you doomed to repeat the same mistakes.
Exactly.
You know, I definitely, that's why I try to, you know, I ain't gonna say I'm a history buff, but I mean, I do appreciate history because I do like to know what people, you know, have done. So we can, you know, we know where we came from, so we know where we're going. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Know how to get where we're going.
Yep. So, you know, I'm a fan of, you know, just doing my homework, man. I read all the time as much as I can. I still need to read more, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, the more I read on my own, I'm telling you, man, my mind just goes to such heights. And I'm just like, wow, I never knew that. So, as they say, ignorance is bliss, you know what I mean? But, anyway.
Well, our last topic, and we're going to wrap it up. Let's talk about this 21 Savage thing getting deported, man.
That's heavy, man, right there, man. To you know, have become such a big name in hip-hop, especially for the young people, and to just all of a sudden, they like knocking on your door, somebody, yeah, we need you to go back. Well, I didn't even know the dude was from the UK.
Nah.
So, you know, I don't know if he was trying to hide it or what, but he had been here since he was about 12, apparently. And his parents had a visa to work here, and I guess it expired. So because he was 12, I don't think it really, they probably didn't think it through. They just probably felt he would be all right, you know.
Well, also on top of that, I think he was in the process of getting a visa. Yeah, he was actually in the process of working. Yeah, he was in the process of getting one, you know, to stay. But they, I guess they didn't take that into account. And then on top of that, ICE is really handling it sloppy. They're giving no information.
Right.
Little to no information. He's actually detained in UK against his will. Like he shouldn't be. Like the way the detainment worked, I don't know how the rules work per se, but
they're treating him partially.
Yeah, and they really shouldn't have. You know, they kind of wrong for that. And actually, what happened? Now this is just from a friend. He was telling me a couple days ago, or a couple days prior to them getting him, he was actually talking about, you know, Flint and the people up in Michigan and how, like, you know, we need to get things together. And, you know, then they came, like, 5 days later after that, they came to his house. Like, wow. Come on, man.
That's crazy, man.
So, really, I mean, that stinks.
And I really feel like, I know a lot of it has to do with Trump because he's really trying to crack down on illegal immigrants, and he just feels like he's doing the country such a service by trying to chase people out of here. And it's just like, I get what you're trying to do, but that's not going to save this country.
But that's scary, though. Think about it, though. Like, really, the thing of it is, like, if ICE came through that door right now,
right,
we'd be fucked because I ain't got my papers on me. Like, nobody don't carry around no birth certificate like that.
Exactly.
So, like, it's really hard to really prove who you are.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They like, oh, come over here. Show me your papers. Right. Show me your papers. Right. And you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, it's like, wait a minute. So then they can just be like, two people like us. Right. Oh, you're, I can be like, well, my name is Blase. No, you're not Blase. Right. You're William Alfonso III, and we've been looking for you. Mm-hmm. We need to deport you back to Africa. Mm-hmm. And I mean, they're gonna take somebody. You know, they could take you.
Right.
Go to, you know what I'm saying, to a country that you ain't really. I mean, your ancestors might be from there, but you're not from there. Yeah.
Mess around. So it's like, what's the dude that went to the island where them people killed him? That little
the Seminole.
Yeah. mess around and be like that. It even took us to somewhere we don't even know nothing about. And the people that killed us.
Shoot.
We said, like,
I think we be alright. My man was up there trying to get up there and trying to talk to them.
Let me tell you about the Lord Jesus Christ.
That mud took that arrow, boy.
Right. What else you gonna say about Jesus?
You better come up here and save me.
Yeah,
man, the memes off of that. It's sad that the man died, but they did tell him now.
Yeah.
They told him he was warned.
He was full.
But it's sad that kid died like that. But dang.
But it is a good example of stop trying to push your agenda on other people and stop being, and another thing about stop being ignorant. Don't just go somewhere thinking nothing can happen to me and you just want to, push politics and push your religion and all of this. And they're like, no, we don't do that here. Sorry. We don't like unwelcome guests. So you can either turn around and walk away. Or
I think they did give him like a little warning shot, didn't they? They shot right in the ball, like, wow. And they like, look, turn back right now.
Probably like, I got the Lord on my side. Oh, okay, wait a minute. All right.
Yeah,
I'm all right.
Yeah, they're talking about the Lord.
Yeah, man.
The Lord probably like, you crazy?
Right. I
told you not to go there.
I told you not
to go there. Did they tell you?
I didn't give you no invisible shield.
I'm telling you, man.
But, it's no disrespect to anybody's beliefs. It's just that you got to be careful about how you approach everybody. You just can't go somewhere expecting that it's going to be your way. You know what I mean? And he didn't listen, so either way, man. But
yeah, shout out to 21 Savage, man. Yeah. I when he first came out, I didn't, I wasn't too fond of him, but I kind of grown to like him. To me, and my analogy is 21 Savage. He's pretty much like an dark version of Guru, as far as like he's like as far as like the monotone and the just like the monotone and the style he's got, because he don't really get like super excited. Right. He kind of like that's what he kind of reminds me of. Yeah. I'm not necessarily like the lyrical content, just the cadence and like what he does.
I can see that. That makes sense. But yes, he's still doing his thing. I got to give it to him, man, because he had a lot of fan base, and speaking of his whole situation, Demi Lovato, as y'all know, got roasted over his situation.
Oh man,
she was acting like it was funny because when he got deported or whatever, she was like, my timeline just been flooded with all these 21 Savage jokes and memes, and she's sniggling about it, and everybody like, what you talking about? What's funny about that? You know what I mean?
Now, for the record, I'm not trying to be no asshole, but I mean, some of the memes are funny. Like some of them shits was hilarious. Yeah, they're talking about this how he ready to ride. He got like a little fella joint. Yo, I was like holler.
Right.
Oh boy. But what started was Wale asked the questions like, "What's so funny about it?"
Yeah.
Then she came through and attacked Wale, and then as the purpose of that, like Black Twitter just ignited.
Yeah, pretty much, man. So she wound up deleting that whole social media account because of that. So
shout out to Black Twitter. Clap it up. Hey, shout out to Black Twitter. In the clutch, baby.
I mean? They came together when they needed to. But she did seem kind of, snide about it. Because at first I was like, well, maybe she didn't really mean nothing about it. But the more I looked into it, I was like, yeah. You kind of like this ain't even that big of a deal to you.
The thing of it was too, like I think they also talked. I think Wale. Was it Wale? I don't know, but somewhere in the comment they was, 21. Someone talked to 21 about what's her name, Demi
Lovato.
Yeah, Demi Lovato, like the drug addiction and stuff.
Yeah,
and
they went at her hard.
Yeah, and he was like, "Hey man, I hope she pulls through."
Right.
And
yeah,
to have that,
Mm-hmm. But because I mean, the memes were funny, but it is you still got to take it as a serious matter because that's just showing you that any one of us can just be taken at any time.
Yep. I mean, that's scary.
Yeah,
that's very scary. Like
you never know. Like you said, if you ain't got no papers, who are you to say I'm really from here? Yeah, I got an ID, but that don't mean I'm really from here.
Yep.
You know?
That's what I'm saying. That's some Orwellian shit. Thanks, Trump.
Right. So yeah, but you know they're bringing back the Twilight Zone.
Oh yeah, I seen that with Jordan Peele. Yeah, I seen the. I didn't see the thing on the Super Bowl, but I did actually see it on Facebook that they was doing that.
Yeah, that's the only reason I even watched the Super Bowl. I wasn't even into it like that because I don't really follow football like that, but I like the commercials, and then I wanted to see what they did with the halftime performance. So, you know, I just kind of watched it because of that.
Halftime performance wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
Maroon 5 didn't do too bad of a job. I mean, I think everybody was more there for Big Boy. I mean, at least I was.
Yeah. I was hoping 3 Stacks would come out. I was like, man, I want to see Andre.
That'd have been fucking bananas. That'd have been like.
Everybody would be like, Adam Levine, who?
Yeah, pretty much.
Get both of them in the same venue.
Yeah, and they in Atlanta?
Man.
Shit!
I ain't even know Big Boy was supposed to be there. When he came on stage, I was like, oh, that's son.
Yo,
that was dope, man. And then Peter tried to diss him, you know, the
organization. with the fur coat.
They mad at him because he wore a fur coat.
Peter,
get over yourself, man.
Shut the fuck up. Don't want to care about, man. I mean, I love animals. I ain't gonna mistreat animals, but people gonna do what they gonna do with animals. You know what I'm saying? If they fur keep me warm, I'm gonna rock that fur. Yeah. I mean, you know what I'm saying? And it's not a bad thing. You know, animals were put here for us to hunt, eat, use the fur to keep us warm. I mean, you know, real man shit. So, I mean, shut the fuck up.
Right, it's like, come on, man, just let it go.
And quit making the motherfucking acronym talking about, I'm hungry, I can eat a horse. I'm so hungry, I can switching them shits up.
Right, try to switch them up to something nice. I'm hungry enough to eat tofu.
Yeah, like, shut the fuck up. I'm eating this horse.
Right. Yeah, man, so yeah, I don't dislike Peter. It's like, if that's how y'all feel that animals shouldn't be used, that's fine. But you don't have to go getting mad at everybody, every little thing. Yeah. Every kind of celebrity that wears a fur or a hat or a scarf or, you know, they always got to throw something out there. We don't like it. We know you don't like it. Just shut the hell up about it.
Shut the fuck
We know y'all hate that. But, you know, anybody, I mean, I know as for me, I believe in God, and I ain't never seen nowhere where God said, don't mess with animals.
No, sir.
You know, he ain't never say that.
I mean, you don't mess with them, not sexually,
right?
But like hunting them and eating them, don't mess with them.
Exactly, because I mean, it was all kinds of hunting going on in the Bible, and you know, all that. So, he ain't never say you couldn't, but yeah, of course, sexually, it's sad that we got to say that, but you should not do that. And some people are like, you sure?
Like, have you ever seen Clerks 2, that movie? My man, like, where's Kelly? Kelly, my donkey. Yeah, that shit hilarious.
I'm telling you, man. But yeah, man. So yeah, that's you know, that's a whole nother episode talking about Peter and all that, man. But it was dope seeing Big Boy perform. You know, they had a little hip hop at the Super Bowl, and then I don't know if you caught it, but there was Ludacris had a commercial.
I didn't catch that.
Yeah, so that was
dope. We kind of seen like the second half.
Yeah.
Like me and my girl, we went to Kickback Jacks.
Oh, okay.
And watched it, so because we didn't want to really cook, and we kind of just wanted to relax and have a good time. Yeah, it was fun. It was fun.
Yeah. Kickback Jacks is cool. But yeah, man, I think that's pretty much it for our episode today, man. So we won't hold y'all. You know, I know y'all got things to do. You know, some of y'all work, some of y'all don't. But either way, hey, come back and watch it. If you can't watch it now, watch it later. But check this out. Follow us on Facebook. Share this with your friends. Follow us on Instagram. Share this with your friends. And if you're watching us on YouTube, hit that like button and hit that subscribe button. And also, we're going to have some more guests as promised, like we talking to, talking to y'all
in the 2019.
Yeah,
we're gonna have some more guests. We're gonna work on that.
We got some stuff.
We actually gonna do some stuff towards the end of the month. Yeah, so man. Just keep informed. Keep tuned with us.
Keep your ears open. We gonna interview the guy that picks up the trash outside. This guy's big time now, man.
Yeah, man.
He went from picking up the trash to driving the truck.
Yeah, man.
Big time.
Yeah, call him Trash. His MC name is Trash and Truck.
Exactly.
Trash the Truck.
But yeah, we definitely we got some guests in store for this year. So look out for that, man. We'll keep y'all going and keep us going too, man. Spread the word for us. Triad Hip Hop Podcast. We gonna sign off. This your man Kurt Dog.
And I'm Howard.
And we gonna see y'all next time.
Peace.